Good morning and welcome to the Morning Reset. I'm your host, Tameeka Nelson, and I am excited to be your spirit, soul, and business strategist on your journey. This morning, we are excited to be joining you to finish off our series about alignment. And so, the first week we talked about misalignment and what the things were, how we could identify what was misaligned in our lives so that we can move forward, right? We need to know what's misaligned first so that we know what we need to bring in alignment. The second week, we talked about being aligned in spirit. Not my will, but your will be done. We want to be aligned with His spirit, right? The third week, we talked about being aligned in soul, right? Finding an anchor for our soul so that we can be aligned. And this week, we are excited to talk about being aligned in business. But just before we do that, I want to remind you that we have been on a 21-day challenge, and it doesn't matter when you start, even though today is the last day. If you want to start today, that is absolutely fine, because we want everyone to be in alignment. So we have prepared for you an alignment tracker where you can take a 21-day challenge, figure out which area you want to be aligned in your spirit, your soul, or your business. Download the tracker, and you're going to just input information about what you would like to be aligned with, right? How you would like to be aligned. And you're going to keep track of your weekly progress. What went well, what didn't go well. And that will help you at the end to determine and to become more aligned, right? So we want you to download that tracker today and get started on your 21-day challenge if you haven't already. The QR code is on the screen. Just scan the QR code, or you can go to my website, which is tameeka.online, TAMEKA.online, and download your alignment tracker today. So this week, we're getting into being aligned in business, right? So being aligned in business, a lot of times we try to separate. When I say spirit, soul, and business, we always think about those as separate entities, but those are all interrelated, right? We cannot separate one from the other. All are integrated into the fabric of who we are as human beings. So there is no, I do this in my spiritual life, but I don't do this in my business life. How you do one thing is how you're doing everything, right? It's because it's all integrated. And so in that manner, our business has to be in congruence with our spirit and with our soul. Our business has to be in congruence with our spirit and with our soul. We experience life, or rather our lives are expressed, right, through our souls. But we experience, and I shouldn't say and we experience God through our spirit. So we experience life through our soul, or our lives are expressed through our soul. And we experience God through our spirit. The soul is our humanity, while the spirit is our divinity. Make sense? Okay. So if you ever feel in conflict between your spirit, your soul, and your business, it is probably because there's some incongruence within one of those things, whether it be your beliefs, your mindset, your ethics, your actions, right? One thing is affecting the other, because while all these things work separately, they work best in tandem. So they can work separately, they can be separate entities, but when they are all working in tandem, that is where you find your rhythm, and that is where you find your flow, right? For the guidance of the Holy Spirit through your mind, will, heart, and imagination. For your occupation, profession, or trade, for the exchange, purchase, sale, or production of goods. That is the definition of being aligned in your business. Being aligned in your business is having the guidance of the Holy Spirit through your mind, will, heart, and imagination for your occupation, profession, or trade for the exchange, purchase, sale, or production of goods. That is what being in alignment in your business means. And I should have written that definition down. Good morning, Lady Lynette. I should have written that definition down to put it on the screen, but I didn't. I want to say it one more time. To be aligned in business is the guidance of the Holy Spirit, having the guidance of the Holy Spirit through your mind, will, heart, and imagination for your occupation, profession, or trade for the exchange, purchase, sale, or production of goods. That is what being aligned in your business means. So when we talk about that, right? Because all I did was give you the definition of spirit, I gave you the definition of soul, and I gave you the definition of business combined into one, and that is to be aligned in business. So what we need to find out first is your business aligned with your spirit? First, do you acknowledge God in your business? Right? For a long time, I separated the three of them. Right? I do this for my spirit, I do this for my soul, and I do this in my business. But I noticed there was a noticeable difference when I incorporated God in my business. Do you pray for your business? Do you pray in your business? Do you pray on your business, right? Do you pray for creative ideas? Do you pray for the right clients? Do you pray for the right opportunities? Or are you just accepting everything that comes your way, right? That is when the guidance of the Holy Spirit comes in. Like, there's a difference because when we profess to be Christians, we are saying that we acknowledge God first, right? And that means even in our business. So before we get into an opportunity, before we get into a partnership, before we get into any contract, before we get into an agreement, we're acknowledging Him in all our ways, right? And He directs our path. Then we want to look at our business relationships. Who you do business with matters, right? Who you do business with is a reflection of you. So and that's a reflection of you, and your business is a reflection of you on a spirit level, on a soul, and on a soul level, and on a business level, of course. On a spiritual level, in your business relationships, are their values aligned with yours? Is the person that you're in business with, are their values aligned with yours? Sometimes they may not believe what you believe, right? They may not believe in God or something like that, but do they have the same values, right? Are they integral? Are they honest? Can you trust them? Do they take accountability and responsibility? And for me, while I'm not necessarily a Christian business, I am a business run by a Christian. And so those values matter to me with who I am in business with. Okay. The next question is your work in alignment with your beliefs and values? Some of us work in industries where dishonesty is the norm, right? Manipulation is the norm. A little lie here, a little manipulation there, just to get the sale, right? And that's that incongruency I was talking about, because all money is not good money. We know that, right? All money is not good money, and anything that takes you below your standard of integrity is off limits in your business. Anything that takes you below your standard of integrity is off limits. So evaluate, is your work habits, your work ethics, are they in alignment with your beliefs and your values? The next question is your business aligned with your soul? On a heart level, right? Is your current role, and this can be whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a 9-to-5er, whether you're a little bit of both. On a heart level, is your current role in which you work, what you feel you were put on earth to do? Really think about that. Because a lot of times the frustrations that we feel are because we're simply in a position that doesn't fulfill what we've been called to do. Is your heart, on a heart level, is your current role what you feel, what you were put on earth to do? Does it make you light up, or are you just doing it for a paycheck? And there is a way, right? Because we do need money, obviously, to live. But there is a way that we can do both. So if you have a job right now that is not lighting you up, I completely understand it. But you also need to find what that thing is that does light you up, right? That thing that is a calling to your purpose, so that you can do that as well. And then what you're going to have to do is use the 9 to 5 to basically fund what you know you're called to do until you can do that full time, right? But first, the first step of that is just acknowledging where you are right now, and acknowledging on a heart level, is this where I'm supposed to be? Is this what I'm called to do? Okay. Then we want to look at, is your mindset aligned in your business? Is your mindset aligned in your business? If you're an entrepreneur, do you still have the mindset of an employee? That takes a shift. Being an entrepreneur demands, like, it's not even an option. Being an entrepreneur demands a mind shift from being an employee waiting for direction to the entrepreneur setting the direction, right? You're no longer sitting back waiting for the instructions. You are the instructor. You are the captain of the ship. And so that does take a mind shift. I know that for myself. That takes a mind shift from going to a business, an employee to a business owner. Okay? Is your mindset aligned in your business? Are your strategies aligned with your goals in your business? You have a goal, but are you using the right strategies to get the results you are looking for? Are your strategies aligned? Are you doing what it takes to get to the goal, right? We can get so caught up in the motions of the day-to-day that we don't even stop to think about just general questions like these, right? But you have to know that you are a world changer. You are a difference maker. Your business, what you do and what you offer, is the answer to somebody's problem. Think about the weight of that. What you do and what you offer is the answer to someone's problem. So in that degree, time is of the essence. We don't have any more time to waste. We have to get ourselves aligned in our business, right? So on a practical level, getting our business aligned also means, are your legal documents in order? Is your business registered? Are your taxes filed? Are your vacations scheduled? Is your calendar set, right? These are the things that will bring about the congruence between our spirit, soul, and our business, right? Those are all the things that will, like, setting your calendar, making sure that there's a devotion time in there, making sure that there's time, self-care time in there for your soul, like making sure that there's time to plan for your business. All of that, as you plan it, it will help all of those things to come in congruence and help there be a flow in your life, right? So I need you to take some time to focus. Even if you are a 9 to 5 or you are a part of a bigger picture, what is your purpose on this job? Who do you need to become to fulfill your purpose on this job? Who are you designed to reach? And who can you help? Because ultimately that's the goal, right? For all of us. So think about those things. On the other hand, right, some of us are not aligned because we won't step out to create a business or to create what we know we're supposed to do, to write the book, to start the course, right? The world is waiting for you. They're waiting. Stop downing yourself. Stop second guessing. It won't be perfect. I promise you that. It won't be perfect. But just start. Just start. You're too creative. You're too smart. You're too educated to let all of that go to waste. Get aligned and start today and make one step towards your goal every day, right? Those steps may seem really little. Like right now, my step is this 15-minute broadcast. 15 minutes out of my week. That's a very little step. And it may seem little, but if you make enough little steps in the right direction, that makes significant progress, right? So I want to encourage you today to get aligned. Make sure that your spirit, your soul, and your business are aligned, okay? And that is going to conclude our alignment series. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been your morning reset. Have an amazing day.